Hey guys, thank you so much for using this resource. This is going to be Ableton setup for Sunday mornings. So first thing that you need to do on Sunday is open up your set. I would suggest downloading it prior to Sunday morning, just so that you don't have to wait for it to download. But open up your set. You can see down here that my audio engine is off, and Ableton will tell you that. So if you click Command, it'll take you to your preferences, go into your audio output device. For right now, I'm going to click this one, but you need to click whatever is your campus's audio interface. So whatever that is on your campus, that's what you'll need to hit. So something new that we're starting on September 15th, we're going to a different routing for many of the campuses, all portable campuses. So Culpeper, King George, Stafford, and Richmond will all be on the same routing. So for portable campuses, what you'll have is click and guide in mono 1. If you go in here, you can see that your perk track is in mono 2, and then your guitars, keys, no piano, and your reference track, which I'll explain later, are going to be in stereo 3 and 4. And for permanent campuses, which are Fred and Spotsy right now, you'll have a separate set, and your routing is going to be guitars in stereo 1 and 2, keys and reference track in stereo 3 and 4, perk in stereo 5 and 6, click in mono 7, and guide in mono 8. And you'll just have to make sure that you've downloaded the right set for your campus. So portable is download portable, permanent is download permanent. With each song, you will be provided with 2 keys. So you'll have male and female for each song, with the exception of like your great name, stuff like that. Male tracks will be in blue, female tracks will be in purple. That's just the colors that we use. And you can see over here that each song has those tracks. So on Sunday morning, you'll just need to mute whatever tracks you're not using. So say we're doing Keep Shining in the male key. You can see that all of these are on already. The most important thing with that is that you can't just mute the group. I still turn that off just so I can see when I'm in the overview what I have on and what I have off. But you're going to go in. If you hit Command A, it'll select everything in this group. Just click that off. Now all of those tracks are muted. You have to go in and mute all of those tracks. You can't just do the group, otherwise they'll still come through. And you'll do that for each song. So whatever keys you're using, just have that on. Another thing, you have keys and keys no piano for most songs that we do. This is so that if you have a keys player who is playing the piano line, you're going to turn this keys no piano track on and the keys track off. If you don't have a keys player that's playing that piano line, that's all right. You're just going to do the opposite. Turn on that keys, turn off that keys no piano. And then you can close everything up so it just looks a little bit less stressful. So the next thing, reference tracks. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. This is just to help your teams come Sunday morning if you need to reference anything on that song. This way you can find a build or a lyric, whatever, really quickly, really easily, all in one spot. You don't have to go into Planning Center, Spotify, iTunes, whatever. This will come muted already in your sets. You'll just have to unmute it when you need to use it. Please make sure that you mute it again when you're done, just so that we don't have any reference tracks coming through in the actual house during service, whatever. These won't necessarily be in the same key that you're playing the song in on Sunday. That's all right. Just if you need parts, just keep that in mind. It's not in the same key. Another new thing that we're doing, we have a new service flow. So between song 2 and 3, we have a worship moment, like a ministry moment that's led by the worship leader locally. So we have a new stop track. Ableton has this feature where it will stop itself for you. So when it's playing, you can see it's going to keep playing through the end of this song. And then once it hits this stop track, Ableton will automatically stop itself. So this way your drummer doesn't need to worry about reaching over and doing it in the middle of a celebrate or a moment or whatever. With this, you'll need to go into the stop track over here. Make sure that your computer's ISE driver is selected. You'll be able to tell it'll be grayed out. It'll look obviously different than the rest of them. Just make sure you re-click that. Whatever channel it's on is fine. If you don't re-click your computer's ISE driver come Sunday morning, your sets will not stop as needed. So just make sure you do that. That's very important. Another thing with these stop tracks, previously we've mapped our MIDI controller's stop button to Ableton stop button. We can no longer do that. Please make sure when you're mapping that stop button on your MIDI controller, there's a stop locator at the end of every set now. So you're just going to map it to this locator right here, because you can see in your MIDI mapping, this is already mapped to the stop track, and if you map it to your stop button, it will override that stop track and your sets will no longer stop as planned. So just make sure you map it to that locator in the back. If you need to stop your sets for any reason, you hit your stop button. It'll go straight to that and stop the set for you. That's everything. Thank you guys so much. If you have any more questions, just let your worship leader know. They'll be able to give you the answers or direct you to someone who can. Thank you guys.